Your child can be the favorite student when they give their teacher this cute apple box filled with fun little treats. Hello, I am Katie, the Crafty Blog Stalker, and if you're new to my videos, make sure to subscribe, hit that button there down below, and if you ring the bell, you'll be notified whenever I have a new craft tutorial video. We're going to be using 5 colors of cardstock. I've got a pale yellow, red, brown, cream, and green. And then we're going to be using a glue gun, some double-sided tape, some twine, and scissors. And we are going to be using our Cricut cutting machine to cut out the design, and I have everything ready to go in Cricut Design Space, and I will have a link for this project either in the description of this video or in the blog post, so look for that. Since I have everything sized exactly as I need it, if you want to resize it, just make sure that you highlight all of the design and resize as a group so everything stays correctly proportionate. I'm going to click on undo and make it. If you have a maker, you can use the scoring wheel in the housing, and that is 0, 1. If you have an Explorer or don't have the scoring wheel, you can also use the scoring stylus. So I'm going to pop in our scoring wheel. And I'm going to follow the prompts in Cricut Design Space to know what color of cardstock to load and when to put the fine point blade back in. Here are all of our pieces cut out of the different colors of cardstock so we can start assembling our box. One thing I forgot to mention with the supplies is a bone folder. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it does help get really nice crisp folds on those score lines. We're going to start with our little rosette, so I'm going to move our other pieces out of the way. And the first thing we need to do is just accordion fold. And you don't really need the bone folder for this part. You want it more for the box. But we're just going to accordion fold that, which just means back and forth and back and forth along those score lines. And then when we add our next piece, we want to make sure that our folds are going in the right direction. So these match because this one is too big. See how that one is too big? So these are the ends that go together. So we want this one to fold down first. And then we can just accordion fold this piece all the way down. And then we're going to attach these strips together. So I've got my double-sided adhesive, and it doesn't really matter which side you put the adhesive on. And we're just going to put those together. And then we're going to do the same for the other side. So we have a complete circle. Now I think the designer of this file intended this piece to kind of be the backer, but I don't like that I can't perfectly center it. So what I'm going to do is just take my scrap and I'm just going to cut, that's maybe an inch, maybe a little over an inch, just a little square. And that's what I'm going to use to glue it together. So when I push this down flat, kind of wants to jump away from you, and push it together, I'm going to try and show you. You can see how it is that apple shape. So this is how we're going to glue it, and we want it to be as tightly pressed in as we can get it. So I'm going to grab my glue gun and add a couple squirts of glue onto that little square, and then pick it up, still trying to hold it all together. You gotta have lots of hands here, and squish that into place. And then you have to hold that for a minute while it dries. Then to make sure that it holds really well, I'm gonna turn it over and I'm going to add some more glue into the center and hold that flat again while it dries. And now I can layer my other apple pieces. I'm gonna add my double adhesive, add a couple strips onto there, and then place it on top. And then a little bit of glue onto my stem. And we're gonna tuck that behind. And I kind of like it so the leaf pokes in front just a little bit. I'm just going to add some glue and center that on. I love our little rosette apple. It's so cute. Okay, now we're gonna work on the box, and this is when we're gonna use our bone folder. And we're just gonna fold all of the pieces in. Now all of our pieces are folded in. So to attach the side, we're gonna fold this piece in and add a strip of adhesive. And then when we fold this side in, it'll fold perfectly onto that other piece. Now to glue on our apple, center that on one of the larger sides. And that square that we put on the back, now that becomes the perfect place to add our hot glue to stick it to the box. You could also use the double-sided adhesive as well, but we're just going to use hot glue. And center that on there. And you want to make sure that the base of the apple doesn't go past that fold right there, because otherwise it won't stand up right. Okay, and now we can do the bottom of our box. We've got the two shorter sides, a female end and a male end. And we're going to put the female end down first, and then tuck each of the sides in. That little piece goes underneath. And then we can tuck that male end in underneath, just like that. So now we have our box all made. Isn't that so cute? But of course we have to fill it before we close it up. And to go along with our red theme for the apple, I got some red jelly beans. I got the cinnamon because of course they're the best. And I have a little cellophane bag, and I'm going to use a glove just because you never want to touch other people's food. Okay, I'm going to close the bag, give it a little twist, and twist that twist tie. So we have our little bag of red jelly beans. You can put it right in there. I'm going to take some of my twine. Then we're going to feed that through those holes in one way, then out the other. Then we're just going to tie a simple little bow, and we can trim off those edges. And there is our cute little apple gift box. Isn't that so cute? I love this. I think any teacher would love to receive this kind of apple on their desk. And I also made a green apple version. But of course I couldn't put a red candy inside the green apple. We have sour apple Laffy Taffies because they're green and plus they're apple. So they're perfect. So what do you think? Would your student like to give one of these to their teacher? If you want more fun at craft tutorials, make sure to check out my website, thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting.